This is going to be my archery industry rant. Unfortunately for Mathews, I'm going to pick on them just because that's who I follow the closest. As you see by my hat, I'm a Mathews guy. My bow's a Mathews, I shoot a VXR, my dad shoots a Mathews, my brother shoots a V3X, all of my uncles shoot Mathews. We're a Mathews family. But over the last like 4, 5, 6 years, it seems like Mathews has built the same bow over and over again and charges you $100 more every single year with no significant major changes. They just released the Phase 4, 33, 29, and the Mathews Image. Those are the 3 flagship bows for this year. And when I saw a video pop up on YouTube from Lancaster Archery, I love Lancaster Archery, they're my local dealer. But when I watched the video that popped up on YouTube about it from Lancaster Archery, I'm sitting there going like, this is the same bow that they've made over the last 3 years. You know, they came out with the Halon a while back, and that was kind of they built these bows off the Halon, right? The Halon 32, the Triax, the Vertix, the VXR, the V3, the V3X, and now the Phase 4. They're virtually the same bow with just a few little tweaks every single year, and they charge you $100 more bucks. The 2 things that they changed this year are the bridge lock stabilizer. So just like the sight, you can throw the stabilizer into the riser instead of screwing it on, which I don't really know how that affects it much, but maybe it does. And they have the 4-piece limb with a rubber strip between it to make it more quiet. Now, I'm not saying that these bows are bad bows. These bows are some of the top bows on the market, and they're probably insane bows, and if I went and shot one, I'd be like, wow, this is a pretty sweet bow. The problem I have, and this goes for the archery industry as a whole, it seems like every year they make one little tweak, hype it up big time, and then charge you a ridiculous amount of money for one little tweak, and they expect you to buy a bow every year. I probably shouldn't be talking because I've never shot a Phase 4 yet, but just from first looks, this is what I see. And I made a video about the V3 a couple years ago, and it was the same thing. I said the same stuff. It's like, it's the same bow they came out with last year, and they made like one tweak. And people hated me in the comments. They're like, oh, you're so... Look at the bow. I looked at the picture of the Phase 4, and I'm like, that's a V3X. That's a V3. Like, what's different? And then I scrolled to the prices, and I'm like, really? They're going to charge you $1,300 for that? Maybe it's inflation. I mean, it definitely is. Biden, you're doing great. I'm sorry, I'm ranting because this is the frustration I have with the archery industry sometimes, okay? I love Mathews. I bought this back in 2020, this VXR, and like, I went from a Mission Craze to a VXR. I was like, this bow is insane. And if you went from like a Mathews Creed to a Phase 4, you're gonna be like, wow, this bow is insane. And even if I went from this to a Phase 4, I'd be like, wow, this is insane. Maybe. But I can't justify spending $1,300 for a bow that is virtually the same as this one in my hands. I don't know, I guess it's just I expect more every year. I expect that we wait a whole year and you're gonna charge us $1,300 for something. This better be good. Like, let's see something cool here. And I saw a post on Instagram the other day, a guy talking about Bowtech. Bowtech came out with a new bow and it's like very similar to the Revolt or something. And he was like, why should I buy this when it's the same thing as a Revolt? I don't know. I'm gonna stop ranting. I know I'm gonna get attacked in the comments from the mega Mathews fanboys. And I'm sure if I was sponsored by Mathews, I would be making a huge hype video about it and talking about, you know, ooh, Phase 4 bow build, super sweet bow. This is the greatest Mathews bow I've ever shot. Well, yeah, because it's the same bow as last year, except they made a few improvements to it. So of course, every new bow is gonna be a better bow. I wanna stop talking. If you enjoy my rant, follow along, hit that subscribe button. If you hate my rant, I don't really care. This is just my opinion. And you don't have to listen to my opinion because it's my opinion. We're gonna move on from this. We're gonna pretend this video never happened.